The spring of 1945 brought a desperate hunger to the Netherlands, where civilians faced near starvation under German occupation. In a remarkable act of humanitarian relief, Allied planes soared across Dutch skies, dropping thousands of food parcels to the starving population below. These missions, known as Operation Chowhound, were executed with precision, with bombers repurposed to carry life-saving supplies instead of explosives. As the packages floated gently toward the earth, entire communities gathered in awe, their survival depending on the generosity of the liberating forces. Captured in 1937 at the Gibbes Museum of Art, this striking photograph immortalizes the quiet dignity of old age. The two elderly women sit in contemplative repose, their faces marked by years of experience and resilience. Their traditional attire and poised expressions suggest a lifetime of wisdom and unspoken stories. Through the lens of time, this image reminds us of the beauty of aging and the strength found in lifelong companionship. In an era where societal norms dictated strict gender roles, some individuals found ways to challenge these expectations through fashion and theatrical performance. The 1800s saw cross-dressing as both an artistic expression and a personal statement, whether on stage or in the streets. This image captures the bold defiance of tradition, where fabric and identity intertwined to create a striking visual of gender nonconformity in a time when such acts were both daring and radical. Amid the structured formality of early 20th century portraiture, this heartwarming image from the 1910s offers a rare glimpse into the unfiltered joy between a father and his son. Their laughter and playful gestures remind us that, despite the passage of time, the bonds of family and the simple moments of happiness remain universal. Amid the intense combat of the Vietnam War, one soldier holds up his helmet, its surface marred by the impact of a bullet. This simple yet powerful object stands as a testament to survival, a fraction of an inch separating life from death. The soldier's expression reveals a mix of relief, disbelief, and gratitude, a silent acknowledgement of the war's unpredictability. Long before the age of smartphones, this Edwardian-era woman masterfully captured a self-portrait using a Kodak Brownie box camera in 1900. With her reflection framed perfectly in the mirror, she showcases an early example of the selfie, proving that self-expression through photography has always been a human instinct. A young girl, standing in a modest home, carefully irons a piece of fabric in this 1939 photograph. Her small hands grip the handle with a sense of determination, embodying the early responsibilities placed on children in working-class families. This simple domestic scene offers a glimpse into a time when childhood was often interwoven with household duties. Suspended high above New York City in 1930, Margaret Bourke White, a pioneering photojournalist, is captured perched on the Chrysler Building. With her camera in hand, she fearlessly documents the world from above, embodying the spirit of innovation and adventure that defined her career. The towering skyline below serves as a fitting backdrop to her daring legacy. In the golden age of advertising, imagery was often more powerful than words. This collection of unbranded advertisements highlights the evolving portrayal of women in media, where visuals alone were crafted to captivate audiences, convey emotion, and sell a dream. In 1908, on the vast lands of Montana, an Absaroki mother cradles her child, her gaze firm yet tender. Wrapped in intricate native garments, she embodies the strength and nurturing spirit of her people. This photograph offers a rare, intimate glimpse into Indigenous motherhood, a moment of love, resilience, and deep-rooted cultural pride. Above the grandeur of St. Paul's Cathedral in 1940, white contrails streak across the London sky, marking the fierce aerial battle between the Royal Air Force and the German Luftwaffe. These silent trails are the only remnants of a deadly dogfight, a chilling reminder of the Battle of Britain's intensity. In a charming moment of early childhood, a baby is seen inside a wicker walker while its mother, ever watchful, tends to her daily tasks. This snapshot of domestic life showcases the timeless journey of growing up, where each wobbly step is a triumph. In the flooded streets of Galt, Ontario, in 1974, a Canadian police officer stands guard outside a pharmacy. With the rising waters threatening local businesses, his duty extends beyond law enforcement. It is an act of community protection. Overlooking the steep and narrow Dog Leap stairs, this 1889 image of Newcastle, England, captures the historic Black Gate and the towering spire of St. Nicholas Cathedral. The city's rich medieval past is preserved within these ancient stone structures. The eerie figure of Père Fouettard looms in European folklore as St. Nicholas's stern enforcer. On the eve of his feast day, children await their fate, reward or punishment, depending on their behavior throughout the year. This portrait, taken just before World War II, captures a family with a profound sense of history. Unbeknownst to them, the war ahead would change their lives forever, but in this frozen moment, their past and future remain intertwined. The year is 1903, and in one of London's poorest districts, two young children sit huddled on the grimy streets. Their clothes are tattered, their expressions hollow, a reflection of the extreme poverty that plagued many working-class families in the city's slums. This haunting image serves as a stark reminder of the harsh realities faced by countless children during the early 20th century. Stranded along a dusty highway near Bakersfield, California, a group of children sit by their family's broken-down vehicle. It is the 1930s, the height of the Dust Bowl, and these young faces bear the weight of displacement. Their parents, once hopeful farmers in Oklahoma, now roam in search of shelter, food, and work, caught in one of the most devastating migrations in American history. It is 1918, the final year of World War I, and deep in the battlefield near Albert, France, a British soldier releases a homing pigeon from a Mark V tank. In an age before modern radio communication, these birds were essential messengers, carrying life-saving instructions across enemy lines. The soldier watches as the pigeon takes flight, a small but crucial link between the chaos of war and the command center. In 1944, Mount Vesuvius erupts in a fiery spectacle over the Gulf of Naples, Italy. Against the backdrop of war, a crowd of spectators gathers, watching in awe as plumes of smoke and molten lava rise into the sky. Nature's fury takes center stage, momentarily eclipsing the human conflicts unfolding across Europe. This touching tribute to Portuguese mothers captures the essence of resilience and devotion. Through decades of hardship and sacrifice, these women have carried the weight of their families on their shoulders, embodying a quiet strength that defines the heart of Portuguese culture. In August 1964, a massive workforce of 3,000 laborers stands proudly in front of the nearly completed Chase Manhattan Bank skyscraper in New York City. Their faces, some weary, some triumphant, tell the story of perseverance and teamwork. Behind them, the 810-foot structure rises as a monument to their sweat and skill. A somber line of unemployed men stretches down the street in this 1930s photograph. The Great Depression has left millions without work, and these individuals wait, hoping for a rare opportunity. Their faces reveal a quiet desperation, a universal struggle in an era of economic collapse. It is 1952 in Copenhagen, Denmark, and inside the lively Storyville Club, young couples sway to the rhythm of jazz. Captured by photographer Helmer Lund Hansen, this scene radiates energy and freedom as post-war youth embrace music as a form of expression and escape. Gliding hand in hand through the streets of Berlin in 1905, this elegantly dressed couple embodies the carefree joy of roller skating. Their graceful movements reflect a time when urban leisure was on the rise and simple pleasures brought people together. This detailed illustration traces the rich and diverse ancestry of every US county, revealing a nation built by immigrants from all corners of the world. Each region carries a unique story of migration, resilience, and cultural fusion, shaping the America we know today. Dressed in traditional regalia, a Kiowa Crow family poses for a portrait in the 1890s. The mother, father, son, and daughter stand together, their expressions dignified and strong. This powerful image captures not just a family, but a people determined to preserve their identity in the face of immense change. The year is 1886, and aboard a Canadian Pacific Railway train, passengers relax in a luxurious lounge car. The finely upholstered seats, ornate woodwork, and soft lighting create an atmosphere of refinement, marking the golden age of railway travel. In a humble home in 1957, Maria Dolores Mendez teaches young Guadalupe Soki Lopez how to use a Singer sewing machine, all while breastfeeding her baby. This intimate moment speaks to the strength of working-class Mexican women whose hands weave the fabric of both family and tradition. In a Manila photography studio circa 1875, a young girl poses for a portrait, her mixed Filipino and Chinese ancestry reflected in her delicate features. Her traditional attire and composed expression speak to a time when the Philippines was a crossroads of cultural influence and trade. In the 1940s, amid the devastation of World War II, a little girl stands alone in the rubble of her London home, clutching her only remaining possession. Her face, marked by loss and uncertainty, reflects the countless innocent lives forever altered by war. In Brittany, France, circa 1920, 3 women bend over their lacework, their fingers moving with precision and skill. This centuries-old craft, passed down through generations, represents not just artistry, but survival, as lace-making provided a vital source of income for many women. It is 1914, and a daring tourist parks his automobile at the very edge of the Grand Canyon. With the vast landscape stretching behind him, the image captures a moment of early adventure and the growing allure of America's natural wonders. Charles C. Ebbets leans over his camera in 1932, capturing what would become one of the most famous photographs in history: lunch atop a skyscraper. Though uncredited for decades, his work immortalized the fearless ironworkers perched on a steel beam high above New York City. Chief Luther Standing Bear of the Lakota Nation once spoke of the deep kinship between indigenous people and all living beings. His words remind us that nature is not something to be conquered, but respected. A philosophy that resonates even more in today's age of environmental awareness. Through these rare and powerful photographs, we've witnessed moments of joy, hardship, resilience, and historical change. Each image tells a story, a glimpse into the past that helps us understand the present. Thank you for watching Rare Moments in History. If you enjoyed this journey through time, be sure to like this video to support the channel. We'd love to hear from you. Comment below with your favorite photograph and let us know what historical moments you'd like to see in future videos. Until next time, keep exploring the past to better understand the present. See you in the next video.